I'm going to make one of my favorite meals. Actually, there aren't too many meals that aren't my favorite, but I'm going to be making a sausage and feta quiche. First things first in this recipe, what we're going to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees. So that gets going while we're doing our prep. We get our pan on here using sausages to just cut them up into bite-sized pieces. And if you notice, I'm using my acrylic cutting board. So now that our sausage has been chopped up, I'm going to take a little olive oil and throw in our sausage. Next thing to go in is our onion. One onion, you don't have to finely chop this. Have a little kind of texture and body in your quiche, so I just slice mine up. Perfect, just like that. That goes in. Next thing to go in is one red pepper, sweet red pepper. Just cut that up in any size bits you want. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever works for you. So that goes in. And now we're also starting to add color to our pan, which is really nice. Give that again a little stir. Next, our eggplant. I love eggplant. I use it in as many recipes as I possibly can. It's delicious, nutritious, good filler. And because it's one of these longer eggplants, I just slice it, so this will go in as well. A little bit of garlic. You don't need a lot. Maybe a teaspoon or so. The next part of this is our seasonings, our spices. First thing, fresh cracked black pepper. The next thing we need is a little salt. Because we're going to be using feta in this, that's right, can't forget of the feta, I don't go heavy on the salt, very light, because we're going to get that briny saltiness from our feta. Pork sausage, what works with pork? Dried rosemary. I use this a lot. Teaspoon goes in. You don't need more than that in this because you already have the flavors of the sausage. Next, a little bit of chili. That's right, chili powder. Not a lot, maybe half a teaspoon. It's gonna give you that background buzz or that accent. It's not gonna taste like a burrito, but it is gonna actually be very flavorful. And just a little sweet paprika. This is smelling absolutely delicious already. All the moisture is coming out. The flavors are infusing and blending with each other. The next part of this is the actual pie shell. So I just use this very simply for time. If you can make your own crust, that's fantastic and you have a great life. But for our purposes here, I'm just using a ready-made pie shell. So the next step to this is feta. I love feta. I use it everywhere I can. For this dish, we're going to use about 100 grams of feta, give or take. And what I'm going to do is just start crumbling it on the bottom and make an even layer, or as even as you can. The next step is to take our mixture that's done perfectly and slowly start filling in our pie shell. This is like really good. This is a really hearty quiche. Stick to your ribs, perfect for winter. So our quiche is now filled. The next part is our egg filling. For this, we're going to need 4 eggs. Carefully break them. Again, I can't stress this enough. I'm not a one-handed egg cracker by any stretch. I'm not going to use any salt at all for this because our filling has been seasoned with salt and we have the feta. And I'm going to start whisking these up real quick. I'm gonna pour my milk into our mixture here. What I'm gonna do now to up the flavor factor is take a little more feta and just crumble that into our egg mixture. All right, now slowly and carefully start incorporating your egg mixture into this so it all kind of seeps into the nooks and the crannies. This is ready to go now into a 350-degree oven for about 30 to 40 minutes, or depending on your oven. You have to let this firm up, and once you start seeing it brown on top, then you know it's ready to come out. Also, once it comes out, we're going to talk about that at that time, but let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. You will thank me, because then it'll tighten up and it'll not become as runny. All right, so now our quiche is done. It's out of the oven and it's rested for about 45 minutes or so. It looks fantastic. The sausage, nice and brown, caramelization on the top with the feta and everything else that's gone into it. So now the only thing that's left to do is to try it out. This looks really great. This is so good. All the pieces of the sausage have all kind of melted in with the feta. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This is delicious. I hope you liked this episode of my feta and sausage quiche. Until next time, I thank you for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.